Welcome back to another episode of Tell Me. I'm your host, Richie Sandoval. This is Richie's Upsets. Let's recap last night. Let's get right into it. Cavaliers beat the Spurs. I told you guys to stay away from the spread. Sundays are a little weird since the action kicks off a little early. Things don't really look the way they seem to be. So they ended up winning that game by 2. But nonetheless, Cavs won. Nets, Brooklyn. Told you guys it was a coin toss game. If I had to choose, I would take the Nets. I thought I had faith in them at home. They lost. And in overtime, tough game. It is what it is. Kings. The Kings are the official milk carton boys. I know you guys see the milk carton there. We are going to now. Anytime I feel like a team is just not it, spoiled goods, you know the saying, they milk carton boys. So the Kings are the milk carton boys. They lose to the Pelicans by 33. I don't know. The Kings win against, they play their teams. When teams are good, they play their competition. And then when teams aren't so well, they play down to them. But nonetheless, Pelicans win. McCollum gives them a 30 ball. They win by 33. Hawks in Orlando. Again, another game I felt like was a coin toss. But nonetheless, Orlando got the job done. Pablo at 35 and 10. Won by 7. Orlando's on a roll. They just beat Denver. They beat the Hawks. They're on a little roll right now. So, got to respect it. Mavs get the win. I did tell you guys that keep your eyes on the lineups because if Kyrie and Luka were playing, I'm taking the Mavs. Mavs ended up winning 115-108. Luka and Kyrie both go for a 30 ball. Tough. Not going to lie. With those two on the court, tough team to beat, especially if everyone else, the rest of the team is healthy. Yeah. Richie's upset. 1-0 right now. Starting off for Richie's upset. We got Memphis. They got the job done with no John Morant. Beat the Suns on a night where KD comes back. Great win for Memphis. Got the team going 121-115. Good win. Nuggets, bounce back win. They just covered that 16.5 and won by 17. But we knew the Nuggets were going to beat the Pistons. That's what it is. That was pretty self-explanatory. Raptors. I did tell you guys I liked the Raptors. I felt like they were too much for the Warriors, and Barrett goes off for 37. They win 133-118. Yeah, Warriors got to get it going. They got to figure something out. And then Clippers, they let me down. Very tough one. Nail biter all the way to the end. Lakers found a way to get it done. I did say on the Tell Me If You Want on our X page that I could see the Lakers getting a win just because, they haven't won in so long. But, yeah, let's get right into today's slate. We got a 6-game slate. We got Celtics at Pacers. Pacers plus 3.5. We've seen the last few matchups. It was close. And then the Celtics pulled away at the end. But they did have Tatum playing. Tatum is out tonight with an ankle. Sam Hauser's out with a shoulder. Bruce Brown's game time decision. Andrew Nembhard game time decision. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Pacers plus 3.5. I think they even it up, and then Boston for the 5th game takes the series. I guess 3-2 for the season for the 5 times they've matched up. But yeah, I think the Pacers should cover that plus 3.5. I'm gonna go Pacers plus 3.5. That's just me. On to the next game. We got Thunder and the Wizards. Oh man, I think this is one of those games where I like to say pretty self-explanatory. The Wizards play better on the road than they do at home, which is crazy. The Wizards are 3-12 on home games, 4th in the East. And the Thunder are 9-6 on the road, 3-3 in games decided by 4 points or less. The Wizards scores 115 a game. The Thunder, the Thunder are shooting 50% from the field, you know. So Gildress is averaging 31, um, 2 steals, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. He's playing out of control. Yeah, I don't see Thunder losing this one. I'm gonna go Thunder money line. On to the next game. We got Rockets and the Heat. All right now. Rockets and the Heat. Let's see who's playing. Let's see who's not playing. Tari Eason out, lower leg. Dylan Brooks out, oblique. Jimmy Butler's out, and Caleb Martin's game time decision. Kyle Lowry's game time decision as well with illness. Let's see here. Rockets are 9th in the West. Heat are 5th in the East. Heat are 9-6 in home games, 6-6 in games decided by 10 points or less. So the Heat play pretty well at home. Bam's averaging 22 and 10. You know he's playing well. Tyler's averaging 20 a game. The last 10 games for the Heat, they're 6-4. The last 10 games for the Rockets, they're 5-5. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't mind taking the Heat money line at home against the Rockets. They play well at home. I don't think the Rockets play too well on the road. They're 3-10 on the road. So I'm gonna stick with the Heat. 6-6 when the game's decided by 10 or less points. So I'm gonna stick with Heat money line. Move on to the next game. We got Jazz and Bucks. Oh man, this is a tricky one because I say this only because I believe that we have no Lillard tonight. Lillard's a scratch tonight. He's out for personal reasons. Cameron Payne's out for concussion. Jake Crowder's out with a groin. I'm not gonna lie to you. Utah's healthy. Nobody's out. Nobody's injured. They just had this. Gives me reminiscent of the Philly game where I felt like the Jazz could cover, and the Jazz ended up winning. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like to see the Bucks win. I know we all would, but let's be honest. There's really nothing much going on over there besides Giannis. If they lose to Utah, well, they're going into Utah after he just had 48 against the Rockets and they couldn't win with Lillard on the floor. So I'm gonna go Jazz to cover that 9.5. Beware, they may be able to pull it off, but I think Giannis is gonna have a huge game. Just cause big game, maybe triple double if they take him off the points or something like that. But just keep an eye on it. I like Jazz with the points plus 9.5. Give me the Jazz plus 9.5. On to the next game. We got Suns and Clippers. Last game of the night. I'm seeing here it says Kevin Durant's game time decision. He's gonna rest, I believe. Eric Gordon, knee, and the Clippers. Damian Lee's out with a knee. Bol game time decision. That's here. Little game time decision. Clippers have everyone besides Diabate again. I'm not gonna lie to you. I say there's a bounce back win for the Clippers. They're home. Especially if Kevin Durant doesn't play. I see there's a bounce back win for the Clippers. They're home. They make it happen. They lost to the Lakers, a tough one last night. They didn't have to go on the road, nothing. Suns have to hit the road. Even though they just played against Memphis. It couldn't beat Memphis without John Morant. So I'm gonna go Clippers. -6. Clippers get it done. Durant plays us another story. Follow our Tale If You Want page. That is it. That is Richie's upsets here on Tell Me. Don't fail me. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace. Tell me. Don't fail me.